So a lot of people will submit to their spouse's will, which is actually opposite of God's will, which results in causing you to tolerate their sin and ultimately causes you to compromise and sin yourself. You might even submit to your spouse's ungodly behavior because of the money that they make, which will pay for your bills, can give you prestige. You might even dismiss the Holy Spirit's instruction, telling you to stop submitting to your spouse's ungodly behavior and sin. Your spouse will get you things that you want, but hurts others in the process, and then you simply ignore and look the other way. Your spouse, if they emotionally, physically, or sexually abuse you, and then they walk in pride, yet act like they have false humility to the public or church, and then you tolerate it out of fear. Your spouse may lead you farther away from God and want you to make them your God. If you're a godly man who obeys the Lord, your wife will cause you to feel emasculated, mocked, controlled, disrespected, and dishonored. If you're a godly woman who obeys the Lord, your husband will treat you despised and objectified and humiliated and degraded with contempt and hatred. All sex with your spouse would be void of love or intimacy and often forced or just going through the motions. In Acts chapter 5, verses 1 through 11, Ananias came up with a plan to lie to Peter about how much money that they received from selling their property, as he held back some money for he and his wife Sapphira. She agreed to go along with the lie instead of telling him no. So when Peter met with Ananias alone and asked him if the money that he gave was the full price, Ananias lied and said yes. Peter told him that he lied to the Holy Spirit, and Ananias then died immediately. Sapphira did not know her husband died, and 3 hours later, Peter brought her before him, gave her a chance to tell the truth. Instead, she resisted and restated the same lie. Then she died. So you can have devastating effects in your life for submitting to an ungodly spouse that leads you to lie and cheat others. You can even die prematurely. Think about Ahab and Jezebel. They made idols of each other in 1st and 2nd Kings. Both were evil in the eyes of the Lord. Ahab wanted Naboth's vineyard to turn into a vegetable garden, but Naboth refused to sell him the vineyard. So Jezebel devised a plan to invite Naboth to a banquet under the premise of celebrating him. Instead, she had two scoundrels accuse Naboth of coming against God and King Ahab, so they took him out and stoned him. Ahab then got his vineyard. Jezebel killed the prophets of the Lord, and Ahab allowed it. Matthew chapter 10, verses 34 through 36 says, "Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. Did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a